So apparently, the people who voted for the "I will protect women whether they like it or not," "childless women should have no rights," "Puerto Rico is trash island," and "Haitians will eat your pets" gang are the real victims, despite their guy winning the election. In fact, they are now the modern-day equivalent of Rosa Parks, we're told by a white comedian. Civil rights heroes, the lot of them. And the rest of us, among the 73 million Americans who voted not to have fascism, autocracy, mass deportation, internment camps, and economy-crushing tariffs, are the bad guys, the segregationists of our time. If we, hold on, let me check my notes. Yes, don't want to have turkey dinner with the people screaming, "Your body, my choice." Okay. So there is this strong dual energy among MAGA people and their apologists, and it actually fits quite neatly with the history of America. It's equal parts bully energy, where they want to relentlessly troll liberals and lash out at minorities, and victim energy, where those same liberals are supposed to take the trolling quietly and also pity the trolls. It's the eternal victimhood of the conservative. We need to constantly coddle, study, and understand them. No one, not the media, the big thinkers, definitely not the comedians, are required to try to understand liberals and progressives. No. We must seek to understand those on the right, what they really meant by their votes, what they want, what they need. We are the constant handmaidens and wet nurses who are required to baby them, understand them, and serve them dinner. And if we want just a mental health break from their conspiracy theories and complaints about trans people in the bathroom and on the soccer field and in the schools, reading to kids at the library and apparently hiding under their beds, we are the ones in the wrong.
You know, I literally have seen and witnessed with my own eyes at an airport here in the United States of America, and I've told this story plenty of times, a person, a grown biological man that felt the right to be able to go into the bathroom shortly after my daughter had went into the bathroom, and how I had to go in and get her and call her name and get her up out of there, or it would have put me in a negative position or a position where I had to make some weird decisions. We are the delusional ones because we want structure, closed off borders. And you know, the most ironic part about this whole thing is that I'm scrolling up and down a social media platform and I run into an old video of Hillary Clinton. And then right after that, I run into an old video of Biden advocating for, speaking directly to, and being very, very clear with their message about how we need to close off our borders, how they stood for deportation. Anybody that illegally entered into the country, they had to be held accountable and be deported immediately, and how we had no ability to be a strong nation or to be a nation that is respected by others if we couldn't even protect our own borders. And those very same things that they stood for on the Democratic side, because let's be clear, the Democratic Party has changed significantly since I was young. Those very same things are the things that they are now against, and that you see Joy Reid sitting here and saying that you're a MAGA troll if you then vote for something that is in the best interest of America, where not too long ago we all agreed that that wasn't something that was a bipartisan disagreement or issue that we had to stand on as a nation because we wanted to protect ourselves against people that we didn't even know who was coming in here. I'm not really sure where we got disillusioned where it's okay for a man to then be going in a woman's bathroom, or for people to be illegally walking over here instead of going through the process legally, so we know exactly who you are and we get the best and brightest throughout the world. I don't know where we got so turned around where we became MAGA trolls and then sellouts if you are a black person. People like Joy Reid, they are some of the most demeaning, demonic, and racist people on the internet and TV that is allowed to spew some of the most hateful thoughts known to man. But if you literally was to take her skin and then replace it with a white woman's skin or a white man's body, it would then be called anti-Semitic or racist or any of the worst things, and he needed to be canceled and lost his job and all of that stuff. But because she is a black woman with a short haircut, who admittedly her parents are immigrants into this country, and she is blessed to now, in one generation, be probably a millionaire with a middling platform in which the parent company is now trying to spin off this whole media conglomerate because they know that it's a failing media conglomerate. And I just read today how their ratings are in the tank and they're down over 50 and 60% right after the election. We have this woman that is so privileged to have a platform on national TV and say some of the most hateful things. And not only that, still bitter about the fact that they lost the election. Let's continue on because this is the most enjoyable thing right next to the view of where you can hear women say some of the most egregious things, yet they are some of the most privileged people on the face of this earth.
In short, our dinner, their choice. It's the same energy their forefathers had toward the indigenous tribes. Hey, let's have Thanksgiving dinner on the land we stole from you. But before we pack you off to the reservation and snuff out your culture, could you please pass the corn on the cob? There's the dozens of post-Civil War massacres wiping out black communities from Louisiana to North Carolina to Rosewood, Florida, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, where black communities got burned to the ground by racist white mobs. A century later, gentrified when rich folks want to live downtown because it's closer to work. But let's just call it even, because y'all got King Day, a black president, and Juneteenth. Geez, what more do you want? Accurate history? What, are you trying to hurt our feelings? These are the people who say the undocumented, who they get to call illegal immigrants like the Pilgrims had permission to.
You mean people like me that voted for Trump? That actually advocate for the thing that's in the best interest of Americans, and I don't believe in separating ourselves based off of things we can't control, like our race or the color of our skin or the melanin inside of our skin? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. It's so hateful. It's so evil.
Come here. Have to suffer the consequences of their actions, right? They made the choice to overstay their visas or come into our country illegally. So if they get deported, consequences. But you right-wingers shouldn't have to suffer the consequences of your votes?
What?
You don't want to be around me because I voted for fascism. No fair. I'm coughing on you with COVID, but you want me to wear a mask for your safety? No fair. My body, my choice. Well, here's an alternative thought. Make your own dinner, MAGA. Make your own sandwiches. Wipe your own tears. Troll amongst yourselves with Elon and leave us alone. You got your heart's desire, the president you dreamed of, and worship instead of Jesus. And this time, you didn't even have to storm the Capitol, smash the windows, or try to kill police officers or issue death threats to poll workers. See? You
make our own food. But Thanksgiving dinner was just fine. It was so cool. We was chill. We was having a good time. And then I came home and I watched a movie. I think I watched Family Man with Nicolas Cage. It's one of my favorite holiday movies, to be honest with you.
You did it just by voting this time. Congrats. You got your way.
So evil.
And he even got away with breaking the law. Yay. What? But if you expect the 73 million who voted for the prosecutor, not the felon, and particularly the 92% of black women who voted for Kamala to give you a cookie for your vote, a trophy, a hug, a high five, you might be asking too much. If we want to eat with you, we will. But if we just want some peace over the holidays and we don't want to put up with your trolling while we eat our tofurkey, get over it. Stop acting like we owe you. And for God's sakes, stop whining.
Yo, this woman is horrible. It's coming. It's coming sooner rather than later. She's going to go the same way as Don Lemon. Mark my words. She's going to go the same way as Don Lemon. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this hateful woman that's still feeling some type of way about losing the election. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. And then last but not least, get your tickets to come and kick it with me in person December 14th in Detroit. It's going to be awesome. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.